Where's my fat kids? Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's a little larva in your mac and cheese, you know.
The Asiago is a game changer.
I am so glad garlic isn't poisonous.
Guys, after this, we're gonna go percocise.
Boner.
Yes.
Ready to introduce ourselves? Okay.
As soon as the movie starts.
This looks so amazing.
It does.
Hurry up.
Hello. Should be taking.
Where are the fat kids at?
Where the fat kids try to get there. It's like, you know what? You guys have a problem. You've already watched Heavyweights twice this year. Let's pump the brakes.
Slow roll.
Pump the brakes.
What the hell is Howard? Where's my fat kids?
X-Men are way too fit to watch right now. Those guys are way too fit.
Why is it not agreeing with me?
Let me do it.
I want to be
the hero.
Smells heavenly. It should just know when we open Disney Plus that that's
When
what we
I type
want
in
to watch.
H and E, that should be the first thing that comes up.
You should type
Nope,
H.
it's the Heffalump
You should
movie.
be going towards H, and it should just pick up
H-E-A?
Heavyweight. Ever want to choose the Heffalump movie
over this.
over
this classic. Ben
Percocizing?
Stiller's career. Heffalump movie. Who was in that? Actually, I think the guy that voiced the Heffalump is a famous guy.
Is it really?
I think so. Famous kid actor.
Oh.
I don't know who.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas?
No. But
Anyone says kid actor, that's the first one that comes to mind. Okay.
I thought I looked it
Hello, viewers.
Hey guys, it's Goat
And Gouda.
Welcome
To our first video ever, where we will be watching
Heavyweights! It's about kids going to fat camp, and Ben Stiller joins them.
and he percocizes.
And they,
It's pretty fantastic.
Totally get fit by the end of the movie, and you don't even recognize. Goldberg from Mighty Ducks was there.
And of course, during a fat kid movie, we will be eating fat kid food.
Dominoes.
We have here Dominoes pan pizza,
And this one is their regular hand tossed, and it has tomatoes and
Asiago, and this one has
spinach and onions.
So let's indulge.
okay, it's already amazing. Okay, the Asiago is a game changer.
Skipping lunch was the way to go.
Oh my god.
This butter garlic sauce is not from Domino's. It is actually from Sheetz. Because we had Sheetz for breakfast.
It's better. And this is our nacho cheese sauce. Definitely not as salty as the last cheese we ate.
So everybody that has watched Heavyweights, what do you actually remember from the movie?
I know a lot of y'all remember Ben Stiller being in the movie and him being crazy. But guys, there's so much that happens even before Ben Stiller shows up. Like,
Yes.
these are good kid actors. I commend their kids playing kids, not 20-year-olds playing kids, which is a little bit of a turnoff nowadays. These are just genuinely great actors for being young. If y'all remember Nick at Night, Snick, all that is a show I'm never gonna forget. It's like Saturday Night Live with kids.
Children.
And they're amazing. Amanda Bynes, Kel Mitchell, Kenan Thompson. I always like Josh.
Speaking of Saturday Night
I had a
Live,
crush on him.
Kenan Thompson.
Kenan Thompson is in this movie as well.
Camp Hope.
And there's movies where they have 35-year-olds playing teenagers, and you just go, that's fine. But it's nice to see kids playing kids. Because there are a lot of good kid actors out there who aren't getting the time of day because they want 35-year-olds.
Now, the chick who played Regina George for Mean Girls,
She did nail it.
I will give her cred for that.
What was
But-
her name?
I don't remember.
It was,
I'm gonna try one of these.
she was also in The Notebook. I feel bad for not remembering. She did do a good job. But when they keep doing that, it becomes a little ridiculous. Because again, you know there's good actors out there who are young, who can play the part, and they don't get casted.
If any of you watched Degrassi, that was a show I was very into. It's amazing. I love Degrassi. And they're wearing an amount of makeup that I myself, when I went to high school, looked at and went, I would never have enough time to put this amount of makeup on. I sleep in. I had 15 minutes to get ready, and then I gotta go.
15 minutes to get ready for school. And, like, I'm so glad we looked at least presentable when we went there, because the other girls that took a shower in the morning, every single morning, not to sound gross, but we did not wake up in time to take a full-blown shower.
Ever.
Face full of makeup on.
We woke up, we popped in a VHS tape, and we watched an episode of DuckTales. Or, what was another one?
Beast Wars.
Oh, yeah, Beast Wars, when that used to come on.
That came on at 5:30 or 6 in the morning. We always made time to watch a good show. But we would not, like, take that time to wash our hair and get on makeup. Or, like, match anything. I honestly didn't even get into the eyeliner stuff until, like, later in college. Because I didn't like putting stuff near my eye like that. Besides contact lenses.
You see, we have bangs. In college, I never cut them. I just let them grow. Just not realizing, obviously,
That's going to be a problem.
you have to
It
maintain
got
them.
bad. It got bad.
So it would be essentially covering half my eyes, and I would just go, and I'd look at photos and go,
so good, and like the bangs be all the way like emo look,
but not cute emo look.
Not
Like,
cute emo.
she doesn't know how to take care of her hair look.
Disheveled. Even the emos were going, you know, maybe you guys should like clip your hair a little bit.
Maybe you should go get a haircut.
This is so much better than that last cheese we had.
Oh my god. Yeah, the Velveeta Queso Blanco, salty.
A little too
Good,
salty.
but salty.
A little too salty.
Jimmy.
All right.
So,
Consensus
who remembers
on the-
Pat, the mentor for our main guy?
He drives the bus. He's been there for 18 years.
Was it really 18?
I think I remember at the end, they're trying to figure out who's been there the longest, and he says 18. Guys, they don't make movies like this anymore.
Did this go to theaters?
I honestly don't remember if this was in
This
theaters.
is a while ago. So, there's a guy on screen that kind of looks like Josh Peck.
Fatter Josh Peck.
Well, back in the day.
Who looked like fat Josh Peck, but just a little bit fatter.
We are so anal when it comes to laugh tracks, and having there be a laugh after every single sentence. It's a waste of time. It just seems like a way to make the show shorter. Like, oh, we don't need to write more of the script. Put another laugh track in there.
Very true. And when you watch a lot of shows that have laugh tracks, it becomes more apparent. Oh my god. If you watch Friends and you also watch
Seinfeld had a laugh track. How I Met Your Mother had a laugh track. Most of the Nickelodeon shows, I remember later, had laugh tracks. iCarly was one of them. And I don't know if that show with Britney Spears' sister did. That one might have actually not had a laugh track.
It didn't have one. It didn't
Weird.
have one.
That's weird to think of because I don't know why a group put
Lizzie
it together.
McGuire didn't have it.
No,
Even Stevens didn't have it.
And it seemed so much more natural and good because they didn't have a laugh track.
It almost seems like it relied more on the actors to be that much better because there wasn't that little weird
Pause.
part.
There wasn't a weird pause. So
Friends was
there's
one.
a special little biased spot in our hearts for Friends that can get away with it, and we don't care. Same with Seinfeld. It's like now that we're older and like there's been more laugh tracks. At this point, I'm like, you guys should just stop.
This is really good, by the way.
You can really taste the Asiago cheese on this one.
That combined with the tomato is like the perfect combination. Just needs basil. Oh my god. It's so creamy.
So how many of you have been in college and gained that freshman 15? Because we were not prepared of what the dining hall had to offer.
Freshman year, we actually were kind of okay. It seemed like sophomore year is when we started gaining more of the weight because freshman year, I remember exploring the town a lot. We were still out on our feet, kind of getting more exercise. And then sophomore, we napped, and we drank, and we ate a lot of bad food. Didn't take advantage of the nice gym. And that happened. Had a plethora of sometimes delicious food, and sometimes it was a weird combination. There was this one specialty that came out I don't know, it wasn't monthly, but...
The wraps.
No! Bananas Foster.
Oh my God,
that no one wanted. And it was the specialty dish of the day. And when you're a specialty, you're like, everyone's going to want to eat this. Bananas Foster. It was bananas.
People look at it and went...
And whipped cream.
It looks like puke. I'm just going to keep
something else
walking.
that you put... I don't even really know what it was.
One of our most popular dishes was the buffalo chicken wrap. So back in our meat eating days. Now, this wrap was absolutely nothing special. People lost their minds over this buffalo chicken wrap.
People got in line.
Wrapped around the dining hall. It was just chicken, lettuce, tomato, cheese with some buffalo sauce
on it. And people lost their... That's kind of a sign of, like, what dining hall normally was. Like, they always had grilled cheese and this bland pizza. Always.
They did not switch that part up.
It was always this little tray had grilled cheese. This section next to it had pizza. I mean, sometimes people got it, but, you know, it got old.
We had a friend who was working for the dining hall. We actually found out they failed inspection freshman year. They failed inspection. So we were eating failed food. I guess the grilled cheese is probably safe. The soup?
It's butter, cheese, and bread.
Probably not.
We had salad bars on both sides of the cafeteria.
We did have a salad bar.
You were safe with the salad bar.
There was a station where you could get your sandwich made. So you could walk up and go,
The panini station.
The panini station. So I want ciabatta bread with pepper jack and tomato or whatever.
Exquisite.
But that's the thing. When there was a very limited menu, sometimes the line just to get a frickin' sandwich was outrageous. You waited a lot longer than a normal person would wait for a sandwich.
I mean, that's pretty bad. They still had options if you were going to be picky. They still had options, but then we heard about other cafeterias in Virginia that had really nice food. Some won awards for their food. And it's like, here we are, all you can eat.
Eating
failed food that's been sitting in a room that shouldn't have been sitting in a room. It got left there and forgotten. And then they brought it out to feed us. Shouldn't have been
just little flies. Get some little larvae in your mac and cheese, you know.
One fun part of the year, though, Thanksgiving. Yes. They served us baked Alaska. Legit. Torched. And this toasted meringue on the outside. And then the inside had some type of fruit, blackberry, not jam, but something like that. And this, like, moist cake. And it was delicious.
It was good. We had one of those machines where you could do soft serve ice cream. And it was an Edie's machine.
Oh, my God.
And heaven forbid they have the cookie dough flavor on there.
Cookie dough went
You better be booking it like Sonic the Hedgehog to the dining hall because that stuff's going to be gone in 10 minutes.
To go within seconds.
You want to know what was always left?
Butter pecan.
Butter pecan and mint chocolate chip.
I ate the mint chocolate chip at least. But I never saw anybody get butter pecan. I'm like, Edie's, you're kind of wasting your time on this. And I don't know if it was junior or senior year. They got rid of the Edie's ice cream machine and they inserted this just run-of-the-mill, regular, here's
generic
vanilla and here's chocolate.
It was frozen
And we were
yogurt.
just staring at it going, What's all our money going towards?
Grilled cheese and frozen yogurt.
I guess.
And a gym I don't use.
And salad bars.
And a sandwich.
I'm not going to forget, freshman year, we had, at the soda machines, Code Red Mountain Dew.
Wow.
And they got rid of that our sophomore year. And I just went, you know, if we want to gain the freshman 15, I want it to be something
You're not
good.
making this easy for us.
I want it to be on something good. They had the regular Mountain Dew, Code Red. Did they have another one? Maybe it was Diet.
Livewire?
It was Diet. Did they have Livewire?
I
think they did. Our school liked Mountain Dew.
Laws. Buddy!
Buddy! Far away.
Ooh, ooh,
Ooh. Oh, baby.
That garlic life. I mean, I don't have any dates. Sheets. You got some fatty garlic goodness here. These kids would be all about this sauce. Probably don't even need the pizza.
I put garlic powder on this pizza too, so it's like ultra
She added
garlicky.
extra garlic.
Ultra garlicky. Wow.
So unless you have no sense of smell, you probably won't want to hang out with us.
Oh my god. Guys, after this, we're gonna go Percocise.
Percocet.
Strive.
Not booty.
Guys, seriously, Disney Plus. Look up Heavyweights. It's a feel-good fat kid movie.
A feel-good fat kid movie.
Feel-good fat kid movie. Mighty Ducks just came on there. Another one of our favorite. You'll recognize some of the characters that are on there.
Mr. Emilio Estevez.
Oh, baby.
Gordon Bombay,
He
baby.
grows up to be Gordon.
Should have been
Bombay.
you, Gordon.
What? Wait, is that from that movie? It should have been you. That's from Stand By Me. Stand By Me, another one of our favorite movies. Totally different actor, just similar name.
Totally different kind of movie.
Not a comedy, not a sports movie.
Rated R.
Different ages.
So,
Stand By Me.
that is a coming-of-age film. It's based on a book called The Body by Stephen King.
The soundtrack alone will keep you focused on it.
No, you do.
For the longest time, we were like, Kevin Bacon's in it. I'm like, no, Kevin Bacon's not in it. It's the other guy. Like, it's rated R, and I get why it's rated R. But, I mean, kids could watch that and still...
I'm just trying to look
Well,
hot.
It's a coming-of-age movie, so people that age should be watching it. Live. We call ourselves big Pizza Hut fans, but Domino's is putting up a fight.
Really hitting the spot. We attempted to do a mukbang yesterday where we ate donuts. Did not go as planned.
No, that sugar wall that you hit is very real. It's very painful. And you just stare at it and go, I never thought I'd look at a donut and just go,
Just disdain, like,
no.
no. I am so glad garlic isn't poisonous.
Well, in vast amounts of butter, it kind of is.
Now, does that look poisonous to you?
Enter that in your veins.
I can already feel it.
I love camp books and camp movies. So if anybody has a recommendation for a good camp movie, please let us know. I like kids being away from their homes, forced with a bunch of other kids, and like forced to live together and work together. It just makes for a good time.
If any of you ever seen A Pig's Tale,
Not one of those hidden ones that like no one knows about.
Chips. This is such a rare movie that I have only found it recently listed on Amazon. Just the VHS. We're not even talking DVD.
No
And
commentary.
it's over $100.
Pig's Tale. And is it Tale?
I think so.
It's just this random ass camp movie. It focuses on this cabin, and I think they're just called pigs because every cabin's given an animal. I don't even remember like the plot of the movie. I
remember one of the characters' names.
Boner. They got away with this,
kids'
guys.
movie.
They got away with this.
Again, 90s at its finest.
It was this character that didn't talk. He was mute, and one of the main guys, the cool guy with the backwards cap, is introducing everybody in the cabin to the new guy, and goes, "Ew." He's like, he doesn't talk much. We call him Boner. Like it just moves on. No one questions it.
It was not
That's just
even
what they did.
any part of the plot.
Nope.
We just so the audience knows.
This is Boner.
Boner.
call
Laying
him
in the
Boner.
bunk. There's a bully in it, and near the end of the movie, you can really tell that he
spoilers.
hasn't hit puberty because he goes hit this one part. Sounds like a girl.
I remember that now.
There's a part with laxatives. They poo in the bushes.
I remember that now too. Guys, it's
Very 90s.
So 90s.
nowadays people be like, that's been done a million times. I'm like, guess what? One of the first ones that was that did it.
A pig's tail.
We were always very biased towards the bullies growing up too. We just always seemed to like the bully characters. We weren't bullies. We didn't get bullied. We didn't bully anybody.
There was no reason. We just
like the
liked
bully
them.
characters.
And they
Maybe it
usually
was
had
always
theme
their
music.
design.
So like Bulk and Skull.
They were our favorites from Power Rangers. I got on YouTube and they just like video after video. It was just Bulk and Skull compilations.
I remember you showed
And
me.
I think I watched most of them. They numbered them. It's just Bulk and Skull. None of the Power Rangers show up.
And rarely were they pertinent to the plot. It was just
They were like
it had to be bullies
they were
because
like
it was a
the
'90s show.
The Team Rocket of the Power Rangers that showed up, didn't do anything. People laughed and then they went away.
Boy Meets World had a character. Oh, it was
The big guy?
Harley. Harley was the leader, and then there was the two lackeys. One of them was the heavyset guy, and then the other one was the short.
I don't remember them.
You don't remember the
You watched Boy Meets World more than I did.
and Harley's real
The
name.
henchman.
I remember in one episode we find out his actual name is
Harvey.
Oh, we have 4 left.
Let's do it.
I'll take the one with the big
kill this first.
with the big bubble on it.
Oh, I just got 2 little ones. Oh. Trying to think of another bully that we liked. Oh,
Roger.
Roger Klotz.
Roger
From Doug. That's a classic.
funny.
Hey, funny.
Leather jacket because leather obviously
jacket.
makes you bully.
Yep.
Some boots. I loved him. And guys, we know a little voice acting trivia too. The guy that voiced Doug.
Also voiced Roger.
That's talent right there.
Very impressive.
Picture the guy in the recording booth just switching from Roger onto Doug. Roger onto Doug.
Even if you didn't like Doug,
Everyone
you
repeats
loved
that.
the theme song.
They did that right.
We watched some of the Hercules, the animated series.
A hidden gem.
Oh my goodness.
That came on
So funny.
Toon Disney back in the day. It has some really good adult jokes thrown in there. The voice actors come back. James Woods is there for Hades. The comedic timing is just perfect.
Hades is the best. He's the best.
Yeah, it was Hercules and his classmates going through school. Like, he wasn't an adult yet. He hadn't saved the world or anything yet. It was just them in school. And it was
Me at the
fantastic.
club. I'm just a love machine.
Oh my god.
And I won't work for nobody but you.
Oh my god. That part was cringe.
Seriously, club.
two pieces left.
You can have the big one. I'm pretty sure I've eaten more than you. It'll
No,
be
you haven't.
you have to just like.
Gouda! That's but at least it's healthy. It's got spinach on it.
Smells like gluten heaven.
Fiber.
Ooh, fiber.
What's that quote?
Constipation. Fiber. SpongeBob.
Yep.
That's the
Cure all.
Oh.
Plankton's being a therapist. Yep.
yes, the Fear of Krabby Patty, where
True
Plankton.
cure. Yep. Where Plankton poses as P. Langton.
Peter Langton.
Peter Langton. And that is the eye roll worthy part where you're just like,
Well, it's the same building across the street. They just changed the sign.
And
nobody caught
SpongeBob
on.
just walks across the street.
What, Mr. Krabs didn't say anything? Squidward didn't say anything? I mean, it's right there. Oh, by the way, guys, huge SpongeBob SquarePants fans, so,
Yes.
you know, whatever quote we want to throw out, we probably know what episode it's from. And we've probably quoted it a million times already.
She actually took a quiz. She was on this SpongeBob website. And what they did, they would post a screenshot from an episode, 9 or 10 of them. And people from the website would post in the comments what episode each screenshot was from. So it could be something so normal, like just a certain angle of Squidward's house that's maybe in the episode for 1.5 seconds. And true SpongeBob fans who have seen whatever episode, even just from
get it right.
Squidward's house, will know. And they'll post in the comments and go, oh yeah,
That part.
that's from ARG.
I did my own version of that too. Like, I took screenshots of the episodes and put it on there and tested people. And it was fun. A lot of the classics from seasons 1 through 3 people got. But I threw some in there from season 5, and that started tripping people up. Not everybody, but like some people went, I don't know what that's from. One of them I used was from the episode Greasy Buffoons, where they had to like clean out the grease trap, and they don't want to. But I think they end up doing it. I haven't seen it in a while. But they clean it out and they start serving grease on like heaps of grease. And Plankton's going against them, fighting it. And eventually it gets down that they're selling soup, but it's just grease on a plate. And it shows the customers zombie-fied grease everywhere, all over the floor going... Like, it's great. Oh, it was a little hard to watch. That part was nasty.
Who was the smartest person?
Bikini Bottoms
Sandy
and
wasn't down there
Donovan.
eating grease. I'm just wondering, I mean, is the average sea creature...
Sandy has changed
Dumb
a
as
lot
rocks.
over the seasons because we called out an episode where we went, oh my god, the original Sandy wouldn't do that. And it was one where she was serving this biohazardous stuff to SpongeBob and Patrick and maybe somebody else. And I'm sorry, it's biohazard. And she's feeding it to her friends. These are people she calls friends that she's looked out for, she's bonded with, she loves them, she protects them, and here, eat this biohazardous waste and see what happens.
Sandy, these are
you're
your
killing
friends.
them.
In the Texas episode, it's been established you love these sea critters. Why are you feeding them
Why are you
toxic
trying
waste?
to murder them
I don't
for
understand.
science?
I don't understand. Percocets. We were all about the Grandma's Kisses episode, the ARG, Employee of the Month.
Chocolate
Ones
with nuts.
Ones that just, they were
Feel
so
good.
feel good. The endings were always so...
Satisfying.
And they did such a good job at making it go full circle. In the new ones, I swear so much of it is about, let's show how much we can animate the characters. Let's see how much we can do with their faces. And
face freeze. I'm impressed with the animation, but that can't stand on its own. That can't be a whole episode.
No.
What? Just showing different facial expressions? No.
that's not a plot. Well, thanks for joining us.
We're done.
For Heavyweight
Done.
and Pizza. We will see you in the next video.